Now as we get into September, you can really tell how your food plots are doing, and we could have done everything perfect. Could have planted perfect, the right timing, right seed, right conditions, right fertilization efforts, weed control, and your food plots are a bust. Whether it's overbrowsing, drought, whatever it might be, there's lots of reasons for failure in food plots, and it's not an exact science. It's kind of like farming. There's good years, bad years. The difference with food plotting versus farming is we can have food plot salvages. We can actually salvage the hunting season. It's not typical in farming that you can have a destroyed corn crop or beans and you go in there and just plant something else and enjoy the harvest. That's not the way it works. We're lucky and fortunate in food plotting. For one, we don't have to make a living at this, but at two, that we can actually salvage a bad plot for whatever reason. Think about all the ways naturally a plot can fail, let alone human error. When you factor that in, boy, there's a lot of ways that food plots can fail, but there's a lot you can do about it, and that's a good thing. So number 4, we'll start from bottom to top, but this is a great time if your plots look a little weak, if they're yellowish, purple, red, they're starved for moisture, make sure that you get that fertilizer on there. A lot of times, just slightly lighter green leaves, say in brassica, especially in the corn and earlier in the season, but you have to add urea sometimes, and that'll give those plants the nutrients it needs. That's why corn a lot of times will turn yellow in the summertime or really light green. It's just being starved for nitrogen. You add that urea on there. And that's what I do. That's why we want that corn, that deep color. And that's the same you want that brassica. So we're actually adding urea as a planned fertilization effort. And whether it's planned for you or not, it's a great way to turn those yellowish green leaves a little bit darker green and have a great hunt and enjoy that plot. And then plot boost is something from deer crow that we spray on about 5 to 6 weeks in, and that turns those leaves green, keeps the nutrients high, and so that's a great 1-2 whammy for making sure they have healthy plants going into the hunting season.